No, the tempo is completely different here. Tempo is completely fucking different. Nope. Seriously? M Ranger, go fuck yourself. They aren't even looting. They're just coming in to kill you, kill characters so no one else can kill them. They even killed one that I was in the middle of fighting and winning against. They weren't even saving me. They were just griefing. Go fuck yourself. Delete the game. Fuck off. I'll say more, but let's not. I'm in a mood today. I just haven't been right the last few days. Awesome. 2 bone chips. Meaning another possible skelly. There's this collection of scarabs over there. Another scarab. Daywalker's corpse. Well, yeah, that sounds about right. Doesn't look like we're gonna get another Blade movie anytime soon. Not that the new one they were doing I had any hope in it. They didn't get Wesley Snipes back for it, and he did great in the other movies. And just from the bits that have been coming out about it, didn't really seem like it was gonna, you know, they were gonna do well. Now, as a Shadow Knight, I do get skellies eventually. I have no idea why, but I can't cast spells for the last bit. I'd used Life Drain a bit as a pulling spell, but now I can't cast it. It's fine. Great. Oh, great. Passive. Oh. Ugh, apologies. M. Hunter is still there. The broken jawbone of a dusty skeleton. Fine. That's fine. Praise be. Scouts are very nice for dropping money directly. Put me back up to 22 copper. I don't know why it's not available. I just can't cast it anymore. Here, I'll camp and I'll come back in. Maybe it'll work then. It's nice to have an extra way of hurting something, you know? Already read that. Thought I had more. Maybe that's the thing. Yeah. He sucks. I'm enjoying this. I'm liking it. Hmm. Ooh, leatherworking supplies. You'll buy bat for 4 copper. Alright. Train me in it. Old rankle. Okay. I'm not sure what else I can get out of this guy, so I'll just read the conversation now. What you want, eh? Get out of here, be gone! I'm gonna assume he called me a cunt. Old Rankle cocks his head at you and squints. Did the captain send you for the tails bounty? Bounty? Captain? Uh, you're making fun of the way I talk? We can scrap if you like. Old Rankle spits on the ground and glares at you. Captain? Yep. The Red Mantle's captain is supposed to be sending folks with Ashira tails. Count 'em and keep 'em. Old Rankle squints at you. 'Cause tails are for me. But I let him know who brought me what. They're on the lookout for folks that help out old Rankle and a few others. Told me I'm like a talent scout. Sure, tails. That's right. Tails. You got some? I love 'em. Make all kind of stuff with 'em. Stuff? That's none of your fucking business. Okay, won't teach me. Oh, If you don't want someone to know, then don't bring it the fuck up like you're bragging. Like, my god. I'm so awesome, I do this. Oh, like what? I'll fucking knife you. How dare you ask me? It's fucking retarded. Like, seriously, people, if you do that, throw yourself in an oubliette. It's the greatest you'll ever do. Ooh. Ladder climbing. I wonder how viable the stalls will be. One thing with the stalls is that I kind of lost track of what I was meant to be doing. I need to find the tavern. Like with stalls, like businesses IRL. Like businesses with in IRL, where your business is will affect traffic by it. Foot traffic, car traffic. It will affect people's ability to know your store even exists. So, with the stalls spread out as they are across the entire city, some stalls will get a lot less attention and eyes than other stalls, depending on the flow of players around the place. But all stalls cost 5 gold. That means stalls in high traffic areas are effectively cheaper than stalls in low traffic areas, because more eyes on it will mean more likely to get a sale, presuming in, quality merchandise. Quality being not just quality of good, but relevance to people. If you're only selling esoteric vendor trash, no one's going to want it. But if you're selling actual relevant gear, the more eyes on it, the more likely you're going to get a sale. So, with the stalls all spread out like this and all costing 5 gold, I can imagine there being high competition for the better stalls, and the other stalls getting a lot less use. Basically being nothing more than a cash sink, unless they have a way of, like, in Project Gorgon, you can talk to a golem and it'll tell you what stalls have what items. And the stalls are in a much smaller area. They're in a singular building. There might be like 50 stalls in this one place. And you can just go around and find the one you want. Even there, those stalls are suffering with that foot traffic issue. People will start at this A tier stalls and work their way down till they find what they want, if they're just perusing the stalls. So these being spread out over the entire city without without a locus, without a focus for people to start their search that can show them the list of stalls or where items will be that they want. I very much imagine a lot of stalls are not going to get interest, not going to get attention, and like I said, be little more than a cash sink. So I do wonder how they're going to handle that system, how that's going to work out. Hammer Moon Hall. Huh. I don't quite have a feel of the place yet. Ugh, expensive. I really need that orientation spell. Stop it! Stop it! Well, life drain's working again. I have no idea why it wasn't working. Ooh, 6 quid. Holy girth. Nice. Ooh, the clay jar counts as a container. Oh, that's awesome. Though I have to give it away, so sucks. But it's also nice while I have it. Ooh, beetle meat goes for more. Nope, no help. Never know how much the NPCs will help. Ooh, tannery. Might be something in here. This game is kind of grabbing me, it really is. So, same as the other guys. That's fun. At least I know now. Okay. The bags are large, out of my price range, but I could buy some pouches. Excellent. Maybe that's too much. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but Magnificent Karis has died and joined the Heroes of Hardcore, level 6. No, we're gonna head back to Necropolis. We've got a few more hours. We'll keep playing for a while yet. And then this will be parceled out eventually to E. Magdred conjured a Pharaoh Mental. There's other minion classes. I'm enjoying this. I'm actually kind of liking it. There was a charm with EverQuest, but the lack of attacks was annoying. There is a like the devs here have learned somewhat from EverQuest, and they're borrowing from something like WoW, which is palatable to me. So this is certainly much more approachable to me than something like EverQuest, you know? So I could definitely see me playing more of this. How long? Not sure. I felt the same way about Project Oregon and then I lost interest. Probably didn't help I was manic around the time I chose to play it. Actually, no, I became manic a bit into playing it. I tried out new medication. Fucked me over. Terribly. Cetraline. Wee. I'm not giving medical advice here. I'm just simply saying cetraline did not work for me. Ooh. I had it in 2024, and I'm looking back on it now that I had it again. It inflicted mania on me then too. It's just a lighter case. But when it did it to me this time, it was much worse. I remember one day I was trying to sleep, and I had difficulty sleeping. I was buzzing with energy, and when I finally did nod off, when I woke up, it felt like I'd spent the entire time staring at my ceiling, unblinking. My eyes hurt. My head hurt. I was tired, but I couldn't sleep. I ended up having those sleeps for a few times, but like in effect, it felt like I was awake for over 30 hours. Despite nodding off, I couldn't count any of it as sleep because I was fucked, afterwards. So I was like awake for like nearly 30 hours, just over 30 hours. It was like 28 hours, 32 hours. I can't remember. I've talked about it in other videos, and put up some posts. But I was fucked. My heart was beating like a maniac. And that was only after taking it for a week. I think within like moments of taking it, I could feel the mania seeping into me. It was hell. I got great work done. There was a ton of cleaning I got done. But God, no, God, could not go back there. But yeah, I felt like I was into Project Oregon. I liked it, but I've kind of fallen out of it now. So, yay. At least that game, you just buy the game and that's it, you got it. So if I want to go back at some point, I can. It's paid for, it's done for, I can just give it a shot. So I can just, like, if I get, wild hair on my ass, I can just pick it up again. But, I don't need to worry about paying some subscription or whatnot. God, my throat is sore. I think I need another drink, but I had one not too long ago. Wish I had a bottle of something. But yeah, I could see me playing more of this, but I said the same thing about Project Oregon. While I did play a chunk of it, I didn't play as much as I thought I would. And then I lost interest and I moved on. So I'm kind of hesitant saying, "Oh yeah, I'll play more of this," because I mightn't. I might be done, in 10 hours. Who knows? But I'm liking this, and it's much more my pace than EverQuest was. Of course, right now I am playing Necromancer, not Beastmaster. Um, but I am playing it as like a melee character here. And enemies are going down nice and easy. And from what I'm seeing of the other classes, they actually do have abilities. There's not many abilities to the game, but you actually do have something, which still puts it over a step above EverQuest. Like, I've seen someone saying the Spellblade is a little too simple. There's not enough abilities on them. They only have like 3 abilities they'll be casting actively in combat, or something like that. But that's still above Beastmaster, which had none. Like, well, okay, let me step back. Beastmaster had some spells, but the spells, at least early on, were all like utility or defensive spells or cantrips. You know, they were. There was no combat. Like, there was no execute. There was no nature's wrath. It was just, you know, a defensive spell. There was just faff. So what I'm seeing here is certainly like it has the vibe of something like EverQuest, but it's certainly a step above in terms of actual gameplay. You know, I'm liking it. If you like EverQuest, that's fine. We all have our problems. I'm not I'm not judging. Like, if you like it, you like it. You know, that's what does it for you. But just for me, going to something like EverQuest, playing a character and then just having nothing but auto attacks for the foreseeable is horrifying to me. I like to actually be able to do something with my character. The charm of just auto attacks wears off pretty quickly. And so if I have to deal with just auto attacks for a while, then I need payoff in the form of abilities. You know, after a few levels or something. You know. So this seems palatable to me. You know, this game seems grand to me. In that regard, EverQuest, no. I would certainly need to take a look at the other like melee classes to see what they're like. Like, how is Rogue? How is this? How is that? But from what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, everyone does have abilities. Everyone does have that kind of thing. So you aren't just waiting for the enemy to die and being irrelevant to combat. It's not effectively an auto battler. So I don't need to play them all to say it's after learning from that. I think I'm coherent. Basically, I tried out EverQuest and it had an interesting vibe, but the lack of abilities to characters really got to me. From my understanding, casters get abilities, melee get to watch their character swing their weapon and then do nothing else. They don't get execute, they don't get divine storm, they don't get mortal strike, they don't get backstab, they get nothing. They stand there and they auto attack. Casters actually get to do something in battle. This game, while based off EverQuest and inspired off EverQuest, actually has player interaction on their non-casters. Yay. I like it. So, how much I'll play of it, how stuck into it I could get, I have no idea. I've thought I would get into Project Gorgon before, and then I end up losing interest. So, I can't say how into this I'll get. It's more of a, I'll play as long as I play kind of situation, you know? So, yeah. One, two. A crudely crafted ring with claw-like markings, given to you by an Shira as a sign of mutual trust. Come on! not as bad as M Ranger. I was keeping myself polite there earlier. Like, seriously. With faction grinding, you need to kill many of them to get the other faction to talk to you. Depending on faction hits, it could be 20 to 1 get murdering. Fair enough. Here I go, killing again. I could make a macro so that I auto attack and I send this guy to attack in the one press. Shave seconds off. Because this guy seems to wait for the enemy to hit me. Maybe. There seems to be a bit of delay on him running over to engage. So many meatless brats. Imagine living in a world with insects this size. As bad as our world is, we don't have fuck off scarabs like this. Then again, there is that one tick that makes you allergic to meat. That's horrific. Someone was claiming 500,000 Americans are actually afflicted by it right now. I just remember seeing a video floating around of a guy deliberately like arguing that people should be afflicted by it. I'm sorry, I like meat. If anyone was operating under the idea that I was somehow a vegan, I'm not. I'm not. I like my meat. God damn it. Someone's saying it's 2 months till the early access. There's some meat on that wrap. Hall of Hollowed Bones. Priest of the Mets War. Mats War. Hail, friend, I am but a humble priest of the Mats War. Lost corporeal forms Oh, hail friend, I am but a humble priest of the Matswar, offering service in his name. With the Matswar's blessing, I am able to retrieve long-lost corporeal forms from his realm. Shall I have called forth your expired corpse, or do you require some other assistance? What a thing to say to someone, do you need me to bring forth your corpse? Like, is it common for people to return from the dead? And again, that's a system they borrowed from EverQuest. They had a similar thing in that. Hell yeah. Though, I don't know why I'm doing this much fighting, because I'm losing this character once the playtest is over. If they do another playtest, I will probably get to play him again, but when the EA comes out, I'm gonna have to do this all over again. I can see some sound grinds in this game's future. If I put up a sound grind episode, you're under no obligation to watch it. There won't, more than likely, be any commentary in there. Sometimes a little does get snuck in. But in all likelihood, there will be no commentary. It's just a, if you want to know what I got up to, this is the video of it. It'll be just me killing enemies, you know, running around, doing whatever, for potentially hours. Similarly, if I do a sound auction episode, it's just me prepping stuff, selling stuff, prepping stuff, selling stuff, collecting stuff from the mailbox, whatever. That's all it is. I've done. I have a video on my channel. 25-hour silent auction. No talking. This was back in December 2024, January 2025. I was sick, and when I could finally get back to playing, I wasn't well enough to really play. So I at least got my auctions done. And I got 25 hours of those recordings done. Jesus. Yeah, I got 25 hours in that period done. I combined them all together, and yeah, it just you just see me in Stormwind doing a ton of auctions. So yeah, you just see me in Stormwind doing a ton of auctions for 25 hours. So yeah, if you see an episode ever on my channel marked Silent Grind or Silent Auction, you're under no obligation to watch it. There'll probably be a normal episode going up alongside it, presuming there is a normal episode to upload. There'll be more likely be a normal episode to go up alongside it, and just watch that. The other thing is just if you want to know what I got up to during, you know, during this time, here you go. It's just like, hey, I grinded a ton, I'll say an episode, but if you want to see the grind, you can go watch it, if you're really that into it. I just remember watching one guy, he played a game and he got like the character's ultimate weapons, did the grind entirely off screen, didn't tell us anything about it. Just, oh yeah, I got these off screen. And it's just like, okay then. It kind of bugged me. So it's just like, you know, we always give you the option of seeing it. If you don't want to see it, well, that's, you know, that's your choice. But I'm giving you the option. Plus, I'm not, like, you could see it in some, like, the amount of games I've bought, I've seen a Let's Player play them, I get into them, but they've edited and pruned it such that you end up getting the wrong vibe of the game. So it can come off as, like, misrepresentation in a way. So by... Ooh, the Black Feather Bazaar. Servant girl. So by... You know, by uploading all this footage, you get to see a very overly complete picture of what the game is like. Ah, so you have to go do all this grinding if you want to get this stuff. You know, you get an image. You get to see what the game is like. This spirit tap. I like the design. I like that. If you put it on coasters, I'll buy it. I fucking hate coasters. I ended up spilling a drink on my friend's cards once. The coaster got stuck to my cup, and I wasn't expecting it, so it threw the cup's balance off, and yeah. I should have had a finger to it, but I never even thought of it. I don't use coasters, so I never even thought of it getting stuck. Hail Tim Blade. Take a look at the selection. Hope you ain't picky. Primary, secondary. Okay, it attacks slightly faster, does less damage. Weighs less, but I'm not sure if there's any value in that. Oh, there is a weight limit. Ooh. I feel like acid repeating on me. Sojourner. Ooh. Let's take on the large bat. Some enemies are aggressive, some aren't. I wish the game was clear about telling you which is which. Like, in WoW, you would see red names, yellow names, you know. There'll be a color difference. Here, you just have to find out by getting mugged by them. It's a little annoying. Oh, great. Skelly. Oh, fling. Save me. Damn it. Shame. Got a different guy now. Hail, servant girl. She wipes her brow. What is it? I'm terrible busy, you know. Hail, kill ya. Sighs wistfully. Oh, Hail, is something the matter? Work? No. You. Ooh, alchemy supplies. Archaeology supplies. Step 1. You're really gonna dig this. Weaponsmith. Hmm. One point of more damage. It's 5 compared to my 4, and attacks 2 faster. 26 to my 28. So it is better, but I'm not sure how much that translates to. Okay, these are the lower level enemies again. I do wonder how they're going to handle looting in groups. Seems like you're going to have to communicate with people and actually talk to people. And, I'm pretty asocial. People scare me. I'm obviously speaking a little tongue-in-cheek here, but I'm just not the most social of people. So having to communicate for every little drop is, tedious. I'm liking this so far. Ooh, who are you? Hail, caretaker, Etramald. Greetings. Not afraid of you, no, Scarab. For I have a buddy. Seems you also. Ah! Didn't notice the giant fucker behind me. The Langsdorfen League and the Seafarers Consortium established Night Harbor as something, something, something. I don't care. Yeah, I think that might be the way in. Um, Rogue get to wear chain? Fucking hell. Ooh, okay. Having to do this out each time is tedious. There we go. You can see all the stats and all I've done. I like it. I don't know how to set a cantrip though. Didn't I pick the thing to let me do so?